Let's look at the function, the equation we had earlier, the x cubed minus x. We want it to where it equals y equals 1. So this is in essence our f of x. So our f prime of x is going to be 3x squared minus 1. So if we're going to do this, we have to figure out, this is our x sub, well, here's our n's, x sub n, our f of x sub n, our f prime of x sub n, and then the next one, which is xn minus f of xn over f prime of xn. So these are the columns you have to set up in Excel. So what is f of xn going to look like? That's going to be x cubed minus x minus 1. This one's going to be 3x squared minus 1. This one's going to be whatever x sub n we chose, minus x cubed minus x minus 1 over 3x squared minus 1. This is our initial guess. So how many of y'all are familiar with Excel? One person? Oh, very well. It's a great time to learn. So here we have, I'll create this one. I'll call this one n. This is x sub n. This is f of xn. This is f prime of xn. And this is x n plus 1 is equal to x sub n minus f of x sub n divided by f prime of x sub n. This formula is going to be x cubed, so x hat 3 minus x minus 1. There. And this one's going to be 3x squared minus 1. So here's my first one. What's my first guess? Let's say it was 2. Oops, I got those moved over. So here, what I do is I take my value, this value, and I cube it minus that value again, because Excel is a referential function. It references locations on the spreadsheet. And I put equals to make it an equation. If I don't put in equals, then it just gives me what I typed in there. So I said equals. I want this equation. I want it to look like 3 times, what is my x? That number is my x. And I square it, minus 1. So now in this column, I'm going to put that formula. So I start off, my first part of the equation is my input. That's this one. Minus, in parentheses, I take my top number, my f of x, divided by my f prime. There. Now I take this number and put that down here. That's going to be my next, input. All I do now is I copy my formulas. So this one, because that, and I copy all these down. So we see what we got here. The reason what happened, if we expand it, these numbers are getting very, very small. The E negative 0.6 says that the decimal is to the left. This is negative, it's to the left of the number. 6 spaces. This one is E negative 12, so it's 12 spaces to the left. That's where the decimal is. And the other ones are so small, it doesn't matter. So that was my first. So it happened after 5 iterations, we got to 0. That's how it works. Again, do it in a calculator, it's going to take you a long time. Use some sort of spreadsheet or software of some sort. If you haven't learned how to use Excel and you want to be an engineer, better learn it fast. Because it's going to help you do this kind of stuff much faster. All right, so that's how it works. All right, any questions? I was thinking about starting the next chapter. Here.